Hi, everyone. Matt gives a countdown.
I thought I finished quickly enough.
I think you did.
Okay, good.
All right.
Look, this is just me panicking because I don't know what to do.
You had time. You had bonus time.
I was busy doing other
We've
things.
all been busy.
Ain't that the truth?
Just a bit.
You get out of it what you put in.
No.
Well, not with
No.
that attitude. All right. So, welcome back, everyone. A whole another exciting, hopefully, session. Really setting the bar there. I looked over everyone's character sheets.
Oh shit.
None
Oh,
of you
fuck.
have inspiration,
Oh.
which is very not inspiring.
That's
So
disappointing.
I need you all to roll d20. Highest roll gets to do recap.
I don't think I remember, for once, a thing.
Well, you rolled a low,
11
so you're
was
safe.
almost the
No,
highest.
No, you're not. I was looking at Cirion.
Oh, wow.
It's really getting those rolls out already. All right. The Blue Wizard of Morintar.
Yes.
What fucking happened 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks? 3 weeks.
I will probably be more brief. I'm not as verbose as my other counterparts.
That's fine.
But from my
You're
understanding,
generous.
we had just had our debrief on what happened at the docks. We very, very hastily came up with a plan, let me tell you, being sarcastic for those who didn't watch the previous episode, on what we were going to do next. We decided it was prudent to seek Captain Uban and retrieve the receive the ability to have a ship at our disposal and a captain that we knew, and possibly learn some more information. Upon reaching that ship, we saw a very drunk Uban all by himself, and democratically decided to that it was okay if he is drunk to toss him overboard. There was one person who did it, but that's the beauty of democracy. It's all our fault. And he was very agreeable before tossing him off the ship, and now he's become quite grumpy and is currently pointing a crossbow at us that is readily knocked after shooting. Why am I not remembering names? This is what
Hi.
happens when you're on a water fast. Fig in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Water fast while sitting on the ocean.
yes. So that is, as far as I know, where we are at and what happened last episode.
Yes. It's,
Yeah.
You know,
I done
it's the
it.
high points, long and short of it. Very, very well done. You get inspiration.
Oh boy.
Next one is Malvhor for tonight's trivia, but we're gonna do a little something special, a little something fun. You ask me a question about this campaign, and if you stump me, you get inspiration.
Oh. Well, okay.
Or if I think it's actually a really decent, whether I get it or not, I will award you.
Question.
If I think it's a really well done one.
Question. Are you cheating?
In what manner?
That you have a map and notes.
You also have a map, and here are my notes so far.
Hey, it looks like mine.
Well done. Well done.
Nothing up my sleeves.
Yes.
Any question about the campaign?
Specifically about the campaign, whether it's lore-based that has been talked about, characters-based, story-based, or even backstory.
Okay.
much.
Oh wow.
You can either get inspiration by stumping me, or you can get inspiration because that's a deep cut. It's a really good question.
Stick with an event that happened. Backstory he can make up. Just kidding.
How How much of a deep cut should I make?
I know. I'm currently scrolling through Fig's novel of a backstory to see if I can find the most minuscule thing.
I think it's only fair to subject me to the same shit that I subject you guys to every now and again.
True.
Okay, so this comes from this comes from. I have something from my notes, but it's very nitpicky, and I feel like it's a little unfair.
Okay.
So
I think I've asked unfair questions.
okay, so there is only one brick and mortar store in Osgiliath. What is it called?
Oh my god.
Brick and mortar store?
Yeah, like a general store.
I don't fucking remember.
In my notes, I have Terrell Osgiliath General Store.
Oh,
This-
Terrell's the owner. It didn't have a name.
I would have accepted Terrell.
Terrell's the name of the guy.
I would have accepted Terrell. Did you know that? Okay, I'll ask
Your
you.
gun, Matt, do it.
Yeah, that I knew, but you asked for the name. I'm like, I don't think I gave a name, so I'm just gonna say I don't know. Yeah, Terrell's the name of the owner. It was Terrell and Wynn were the main two society NPCs from that city
Yep.
for like your inn and your general store.
Yeah, I guess you get that one.
2 out of 3.
Oh man,
Well, yeah,
let's
Terrell.
see.
I mean, that's a Terrell, but Terrell spelled the same. Yep. There's actually also a baker, but I don't think you guys ever came across her in Osgiliath.
No, I don't think we did either.
Yes. So, but you get inspiration. That's probably like in the first 10 sessions.
Yeah,
of the question.
it's in the section of my notes that's pre-session 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, that's a deep cut. I think you interacted with him once.
Yep.
You tried to get a better deal or something out of him, and it didn't go well.
Yep.
Mm.
That's why I was like,
No, you tried to
I-
gaslight him. You tried to gaslight him by saying like, "Don't you remember that favor I did for you?"
oh,
And he's like,
yeah.
no.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah, that's
right.
exactly how it went.
That's funny.
Yes. So, the Fellowship split off. Well, the Fellowship and their newfound companions split up. The Hellion, aka Ashlyn, and Dilithin went off elsewhere in the city to take up some more information or figure out some other avenues to potentially pursue as you guys went out to try and track down Captain Uban.
I
You-
had a question. Do I get to try for inspiration?
Oh, for the love of God, fine.
I thought we all did.
No, that's not what I
It was just
thought.
the next highest roll.
Oh,
I thought it was
The
just
question always goes to
Give
the
candy
next
to everybody.
person.
it was just
Okay,
a
never-
reverse trivia question.
Never mind. Keep
If we
going.
want to do that, then I can give you and Kevin a shot.
No.
To be fair.
Okay, you gave a name to the brood of dragons that are also known as the long forgotten dragons of Malvhor. What is it?
I gave a name to the brood itself.
Ah,
The brood doesn't have a name.
I have notes that say long forgotten dragons of Malvhor, the Gastia, believed to be dead after the War of Wrath, but somehow it is in Mordu's Keep.
Incorrect. Gastia is one, wrong.
That's
Two.
what it says!
Well, your notes are wrong. Gostir is one of the ancient dragons from the War of Wrath.
Oh, well, I
There's
must have
one
tried
dragon.
to type
It
it
is
while
not the
you were
name of a
speaking.
brood.
Okay. Wah. What was the poem you used to help us find the vampire bitch?
It has two names,
Yes.
depending on who you talk to. Was it Lay of Thranduil and the Red Queen?
No.
Lay of Thranduil and the Vampire, essentially.
No.
But it's like the Elven Prince and the Red Queen,
No.
to that extent. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you being, like, that literal with me right now?
It was
Do you want anti-inspiration?
It was the Green Prince and the Red Queen.
That is one of the names, yes. Fine.
I'm done.
Take your dick.
I'm
You know,
done.
fine. Everyone
No,
gets
it's fine.
inspiration. Are you happy? Lindsay's got to come over here with a point to make.
So
I'm
wait, is
sorry.
that legit? Is that legit? Do we all
Yeah,
get
Kevin, you get inspiration.
Yeah.
Use it wisely.
I'm gonna use it within the next 30 minutes.
Same.
All right, so
I'm sorry.
you guys split up to go search for Captain Uban. You all return mere moments after originally being at the dockyard that is still ablaze.
That should have
chaos.
been
Oh yeah.
one of the two times we went right back to the crime scene.
You stole a dinghy from the dockyard while being watched curiously from several of the Corsairs, and rowed out of the main harbor, outside of the harbor gates, and out to a old rickety sloop, all by its lonesome, that you went aboard and found Captain Uban, and tried to speak to the drunken sailor. Conversation trying to get him to be willing enough to take you all to the Shield Isles. Some back and forth tried by Malvhor, and then some intimidation tried by Fig, both of which succumbed to some shadow based on the methods that they tried to employ, or the
Oh, yeah.
willingness they were ready to go to achieve their goal. But just as Uban was about to answer to carry on the conversation, he showed his drunken self a little bit more, and Fig promptly sent him out for a swim, which did not dampen his mood. In fact, it inflamed it. And now, in a bit of a shouting match, Uban has demanded that you depart, and after Fig especially refusing to budge, he fired a crossbow bolt at her, hitting, and that is where we're going to pick up.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Time to wing it, ladies and gents. Let's see how it goes. It can't get much worse.
Are we in it?
How do I get back into whatever the fuck I was feeling last time? That was like 2 weeks ago.
Malvhor.
Ryan, are we rolling? Oh, go ahead.
The bolt fires, and Fig, you immediately get hit in sort of the left pectoral shoulder region. How
Yes,
do you
I think
immediately react to that?
I think I recall saying I just ripped it out and tried to stay silent to keep potentially a cool. Like that matters. I will. Fuck. I will not
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
I will.
Rest of the players.
Okay. Yeah. So Fig gets hit. She was expecting it. I remember saying I would just take it. So she'll get hit. She'll just yank it out, break the bolt with her hands, and toss it to the side, and just stare down at Uban and and she will say, can you remind me exactly what he said last session about like
Probably
about like a principle of sorts, about tossing, about a captain on his ship and like respect or something. There was something like that said, wasn't there? Like, it was totally... Go ahead.
He roughly said something along the lines that you... Well, now I'm not sure if I said this as him or said it as, like, his thoughts of what his reasoning was. But it bordered along the line of, this is his ship, he's the captain, and you just disrespected him. So that was, like, a nail in the coffin.
You lightly alluded to it, if I remember correctly. But
I know, I was
quite
just...
so many
can't-
words.
Short of going back and, like, rewatching that session real quick, I can't tell you
I know.
exactly what I said. It's been 3 weeks.
Roll back the tape.
Yeah.
So then I would like to, just to paraphrase for now, if I can, because I'm still wrapping my head around character. I would like Fig to... She's going to keep her demeanor of remaining intimidated, but she, in a cool tone, would like to address that. Oh, fuck me.
What are you doing? You said you pull the bolt out and you break it with your hand and throw it to the side.
Yep.
Is that it?
Malvhor, I'm giving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start with that and just wait 5 seconds to see what he does or next or whatever. But I'm just
Okay.
going to keep staring at him,
Okay,
cause
go ahead and
yeah.
give me an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
Malvor's going to step forward, and he's going to say, if we leave this ship, Uban, we very well may be your last chance. The Black Sails, they think you're a joke. They laugh at you. They spit on your name. And this might be your last chance to say, fuck them. But
Yep.
But we're the only ones who are going to offer you that chance, Uban. And if you help us, and if you work with us, would you rather wallow in your ship, or would you rather stand up to the Black Sails and say, fuck them? And we also can get you in contact with the Hellion. But this is the only chance you're getting. If we leave this ship, that's it. You'll never see us again.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
$23.
Not bad.
23. As he sort of keeps, after the bolt comes from the crossbow, he lowers it just a bit as he just sort of stares down Fig as she pulls out the bolt and throws it to the side, and you see his like eye twitch a bit, like what the fuck. And then he doesn't shift his body language at all. You just see the eyes shift over to you, Malvhor, as you probably get about halfway through your not monologue, but your offer. That's the word I'm looking for. And you see his eyes begin to narrow a bit. And how, pray tell, do you intend to put me in contact with the Hellion?
Because we know who the Hellion is. And we know where the Hellion is. And the Hellion's gonna help us fucking stick it to the Black Sails.
The Hellion killed half my crew.
So did we. Maybe not half, but we killed your crew too.
Wait.
It's
That-
like we stopped digging and then started digging.
We gotta let go. We gotta let go of the past, Uban. We gotta focus on the future. Imagine what you could do if you teamed up with the Hellion.
So what's your plan?
We're gonna go to the Shield Island. We're going to break into their little stronghold. We're going to release their prisoners. We're gonna kill some black sails, and we're probably going to steal their loot. They have a very specific treasure we're after. And they have some of ours in their prison. And once we have what we need, we abscond. And if your nemesis happens to be on the Shield Island when we go there, then perhaps we get lucky and we cross paths with her.
That place is a warg's den, mate.
Wouldn't be the first one we've been to.
I don't fucking know.
I'm
starting to think I misunderstood you.
I go ahead and pack my pipe and light it.
What do you think you misunderstood?
I thought you said, would that be the first one we walked into? I'm like, yeah, he has no idea.
No,
but
no, it wouldn't.
I heard it. I heard it now.
It wouldn't be the first one we walked into.
Yeah.
We've walked into a vampire's den. We've walked into Kirith Ungol. We've walked into the enemy's fortress at the Sea of Rune, where they have summoned an ancient specter of shadow and malice who we've met face to face and walked away from. We came across 2 dragons and got out of both of those situations unharmed, killing one of them. We've been in quite a few wargs' dens.
Don't forget the spiders.
And how can I forget Shelob's lair? We've been in quite a few wargs' dens, but you see, the problem is, for all of our skills, none of us are fucking sailors. We cannot get to an island on our own. You are the best fucking sailor I know. And if anyone can get us to the island and back, it's gonna be fucking you.
I asked that question in my head.
What was the question?
How many sailors do you know?
If I may, Uban. Captain, if you will.
Aye.
There are things you could gain from this, and I think you quite easily see what they are.
How many
First and
sailors do
foremost,
you know? One.
You could be gaining a crew from the people that we liberate. Those who might want to join. Weapons for your crew as well. And you could possibly have a story to tell depending on how well we do. That could be a song of the great pirate Uban, who took out the tower in the Shield Isles. Is that
For
something
what
that
is-
Did you have something to say, Fig?
Oh, wait.
Okay. Gotta admit, does have a bit of a ring to it.
You will forgive us our impertinence. It was certainly not meant to disrespect you, but you are very drunk. Not to say that I don't mind the ale once in a while,
Yes,
but we
for
wanted to be on the same page with you.
for what did it is worth, I am unaware of a ship's code of conduct I only know the ways of the wild and drunkards. So I am sorry. She says through gritted teeth.
I pat her shoulder.
The shoulder that's bleeding.
Yes.
No, that's character development. Take apologizing.
With his free hand, you see him just like, sort of like wag his finger and like look around and slowly like holds it out towards you, like almost like pointing at you. Say, the bolt can teach manners.
It does not. But I know when to apologize when I should.
I'll take it. Say on this, the captain you seek, to sail headwind into the warg's den upon the Shield Isles, which might as well be a fortress itself. And ballads of songs are written about the great Captain Uban for ages to come, which, by the way, I'd be lying if I didn't say it like that.
Malvhor would sing the first song.
We also know a bard who's very good at singing songs, besides me.
Yeah.
It better not be that fucking troubadour, so help me God.
Oh.
I'm a very good bard.
I'm a bard.
Say, I do all this for you, out of the goodness of my sea-salted heart. I'd be putting a target on my back. I'm an outcast now, but at least no one's trying to kill me.
Is that not the way of a pirate to begin with?
The way of a Corsair, lass, is the sea. To roam from here to there at a whim, doing what we please, taking what we want, asking for no forgiveness. Having a death wish, that's a wee bit different.
Possibly. But you could always promote yourself from captain to commodore if you take some of their ships.
You do all like to aim high. He sort of rubs his face and spits out some of the seawater in his mouth still. Well, I can't fucking kill all of you. That's for damn sure.
You'd have to start with me first.
I already have.
I'll give a tiny smirk and just go, it won't work.
Let's for all
Captain-
intents and...
No, I was going to say our Captain Uban's a sensible one.
I have a head on my shoulders when it dictates. Now, for all intents and purposes, is he still holding like the heavy crossbow in one hand now, and he's just sort of like gesturing with it?
I'm like kind of like veering, going like, is it gonna shoot? Because I need to like jump in front of friends.
For all intents and purposes now, let's say I'm interested. Let's entertain this idea. Let's follow this narrative thread to its logical conclusion. All right, mates? Does that sound good? Does that sound reasonable for everyone? I'm thinking a wee bit clearer now. Get some salt water in me. It's clearing the fog a bit. No thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Fuck off. What about the target on my back? Promote myself to Commodore. Ah, it sounds good.
Right.
But you think it stops in it? Starts and stops here, Numba. All of the Hearted Waith.
Umbar may be an independent city-state, or whatever the fuck the intellectuals like to call it these days.
Alright.
But it might as well be a goddamn puppet state of some of the Haradrim tribes. Yes, I see the look on your faces. I can read. So I sail you there. You do what you do. You break the things you break. You find what you're looking for. And in the interim, you've royally pissed off the entire Southlands. Some birds begin to talk. People find out who actually was involved. And going through some parchment, and top of the list, good old Captain Uban. Butt of everyone's joke. Now don't mind the idea that that is an absolute middle finger to fucking everybody, and it's goddamn hilarious. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But that can go two ways. So what do we plan to do about that?
Who worries you most?
Oh, take your pick.
Is the treasure, as you say, not worth the reward? Wait, I said that wrong. It sounded better in my head. Hold on. What did I want to say?
Got fig brain.
Oh, risk, not reward. Is the treasure, as they say, worth the risk? God damn it.
It could be. I don't rightfully know what treasure's on that island.
But that is why you go out and see.
We raid soft targets easily.
There is still risk to that.
There's
Some minds like to call it an acceptable level of risk.
The greater the risk, the greater the reward.
To answer your question, Blue One, there's a couple on my list. First one's Susra. She fucking terrifies me. Horaka.
Oh, we know that name.
Yep.
And Horaka's dog, Kuma.
We heard that one too.
Now, Haraka and Kuma, they're Haradrim, correct?
Aye.
Are they here in Umbar?
I hope fucking not.
Can I roll a lore check to see what I know, just in general?
Sure.
Hey.
24. Harakar is a Haradrim chieftain, one of the more prominent ones, and has a substantial standing army for the most part, and has a lot of ties into Umbar and some of the Corsairs. Less nomadic, and almost have like proper like walled one major like walled city out in the desert, not near the size of like anything from like Gondor, but is definitely beginning to progress in the direction of more of a modern city, but still has some outlying like villages and roaming tents and camps mostly. Kuma, you know to be acquainted, or at least tied to Harakar. They've gone by, or been attributed to be a few different things: bounty hunter, tracker, wanderer, assassin. They've had a few different things. But Uban did just refer to Kuma as Harakar's dog.
Sosram.
Susra.
Susra, sorry. Turn up my headphones.
Is it Susra or Sushra?
Susra.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's how I
Handy
spelled
little
it, but I was like, I thought I heard an H in there. I was like, what?
Handy little tooltip from Dilithan there. It's just gonna pop up in the game, going like,
Howdy, howdy.
No, that's wait, but that was Malvor's job.
It's like the little paper clip that used to be like in Microsoft Office, just Dylan. It's like, hi, how can I help you?
Remember Malvor's player tips?
yeah. In Susra, you did a check on a few sessions ago. You already know is like the prominent captain of the Black Sails.
The Black Sails. Ah, yeah. Black Sails leadership, Captain Susra. Damn it. Sorry, looking back. Susra. Captain. Black Sails. Sorry, just making sure. Was Uban was never a Black Sail, was he? Am I mistaking some stuff? I'm probably sounding really dumb right now.
It's not been said one way or the other if he was one.
Well, fair enough. Back to it then. Well, Uban, you sound like you're mostly concerned with Chieftain and her dog. Yeah?
That fucking dog can find anyone.
So what if we kill Kuma?
You'd have to find them.
Or we just have them find us?
Well, we have Susra and Kuma fight each other. Kill two birds with one stone, as they say.
If we do this, if we do this and you help us, and word gets out that you helped us, and then Kuma comes after you, we could be there to intervene and stop Kuma.
That's a possibility. I guess it depends on how long you want to stay by my side.
Just a thought.
It's a thought. I mean, I'm far be it for me to turn away company. All right. If we all go on this grand adventure and you fucking love the sea, you're more than welcome to stay on as my crew. That's perfectly fine. But if you feel like going off and living your life as landlubbers like you do,
what's your history with Susra? What's your history with Susra?
Oh, she's a rightful bitch, that one.
Well, almost sounds personal.
Can be. She embarrassed me a few times in front of the other factions, prying for power. And she downright relished in the state that I'm in now after I returned from Pelagia. Came back. Half of my crew was killed by a hellion that was left behind. The rest defected to the Black Sails. And here I am. She thinks this to make a point of me. Or an example, or whatever the fuck. She gets off on a bit of a power trip. And while we're on the conversation, I mean, yeah, you could definitely stay with me in a... Oh, shite.
What?
We got company.
Ah,
You sort of look out, coming in from like the mouth of the cape, coming in towards the harbor, are three large Corsair ships, all flying tattered black sails with red eyes streaked across them.
Oh, just my fucking day.
I thought you said he didn't have a target on you.
He doesn't. He might not. We might.
These
Do you know them?
Oh, I have a strong feeling I know this one.
Off chance they're friendly?
Depends on what sort of respect you want to give them.
Okay, so don't let Fig near him. Got it. You're gonna throw him in the water.
As you
Would
see
that
three,
be a bad thing?
as you see three larger ships, the middle one being bigger than those, they're almost spanning. God, wait, I don't have sea lingo. I don't have lingo for this. I don't want to say like a frigate because that's actually quite massive, and that's more Napoleonic era and shit. There's a middle one that's bigger than the other two, but they're all bigger than
Caravel.
the boat you're on. They're all bigger than the boat you're on. How about that?
This boat is bigger.
It's so big. It's just words that it's, yeah. But you see each ship probably as it gets closer and closer, edging towards the gate, carry about 20 individuals on each. And as it closes in, you see Uban looking around. Oh, fuck. And he walks back into the little captain's quarters that you initially found him in, and you just start hearing the glass clink around as he's just rummaging through. Oh, where the fuck is it?
I'll follow him and be like, what are you looking for?
Oh, I've got a leather pouch around here, hopefully with some coin in it.
How much?
Can I help him look?
You can give me an investigation check.
Oh, there it is. I was like, what's my alphabet? 13.
13, you sift through some of the bottles that sit like sort of clambering around the desk, and you find sort of sitting off underneath, like in the shadowed part of the desk, a small little leather pouch that's tied off on one end.
I'm gonna hold it up. Is this it? Can I like jingle it around or something?
Yeah, sure. You hear clinking around of some sort.
Yeah, then I'll go, is this it?
Oh, bloody fucking be here, give it here.
I'll pass it to him.
Takes it, he opens it, and he sort of shakes it into his hand. A couple of coins fall out.
3, 10. What comes after 10?
11.
Thank you. Fuck, 12 copper. Alright. This isn't gonna be good.
How much money?
Well, here. So I'm gonna put, I'm gonna say 5 silver in his like his little like palm or wherever he's holding the coin. How's that?
We're about to find out.
Did you hear like the caw of like a hawk of some sort as a bird circles above, and you see the 3 ships actually close in around the tiny sloop as they sort of diverted course. They were originally heading for the gate.
Oh, alright, everyone. Act natural, don't cause a fuss, please. Consider this a test run, if we're gonna be fucking doing this at all.
You actually see him sort of like shaking a bit with some nervous energy.
I'll remove myself from the group and like go downstairs and look for something to like close the hole from the bolt in me, so that towering Fig with a gaping hole injury isn't there to
As you
look
begin
weird.
as you initially go to head that way, Uban initially stops you and puts his like hand like right above your chest.
No fighting. No fighting. No fucking fighting! Alright, go ahead. You can go clean yourself up or whatever the fuck you're gonna do.
As the 2 smaller ships sort of come off to like the bow and the stern of Uban's sloop, and the larger one comes in onto the side, and a couple of roped hooks are thrown over and they clamp onto the edge of the boat and are slowly sort of reeled in, and a plank is set down to sort of bridge the gap, and several Corsairs meander over, sort of walking around you all. You see just Uban just continuously look in the direction of the main ship, as about 6 or so Corsairs come across. Okay. And then a tall individual, probably taller than Fig.
Oh,
What?
With a very similar build of muscle mass. Comes from the captain's quarters of the other ship and takes their way towards the plate. And you see head shaved clean on the sides, with the hair sort of pulled back in a long tail. Their maroonish orange markings sort of tattoo the side of the head where it's shaved, and all across the arms and the collarbone area, and a bit across the back. You see they're dressed in a very loose sort of cloth blouse of sorts that sort of just covers almost like a vest, and sort of a bit of leather armor that just sort of straps across there, and they move over with with 2 sort of cutlasses. No, there's another word. I can't think of it right now.
Scimitar,
Fucking blanking.
Shamshir.
Scimitars. Okay, got it. Swords.
Swords and boats! Boats and swords!
hydrate.
Attached to their hips as they come across with a very deeply tanned skin and piercings at the ears and the navel.
Ooh! They're taller than me?
Yes. How tall are you?
6'4".
Yes.
Damn.
As she calmly walks across the plank board and steps down, almost towering over Uban. Uban's fairly tall too, but he's probably about 6'1" or something like that. But she sort of, like a blank expression, just sort of looks down at him and then over the rest of you. Are you sailing with a new crew? Tryouts. Thinking I might get back in the game a bit. I don't know. Some of them look like they can hold their own. They might know the difference between a bow and a stern. Some of them look like they have not sailed a day in their life. Well, what? You can't have 5 years sailing experience for an entry-level job. That's unreasonable.
Oh, that hurts! Oh, that hurts! Too real!
I suppose not. But if they're sailing with you, then they gain no experience. Fig, you're not here, right?
I was just going to say, I will, after, I assume it's not hard to find what I need to at least stop the bleeding, and I'll come back up, and as soon as I see, other tall lady, I will just stand behind Uban to not only, like, kind of tower over him, but just almost meet her eye to eye and, like, cross my arms.
As you appear, she looks over at you, and you see an eyebrow sort of twitch.
Oh.
Looks back down at Uban. Clearly, you have a type.
No. I will refrain from Fig acting stupid right now.
You there, boy. As she points towards Cirion.
Hi.
How long have you sailed?
About a month or so. Still learning the ropes around here.
You said for a month.
Sales probably generous calling it that. Learning the
Then
boat.
what would you call it?
called learning the boats and having him show me.
Learning the boat. Learning the boat. It's good. Good to learn. Is it good to learn? She looks back at Uban. Good to learn your place? I suspect you have payments. Uban? Captain Uban. Captain of nothing. Not anymore.
No one talks bad about Captain Uban.
I know, like, we should have come up with a code word for if we do want to fight.
And you, back there, who just came out. Have you set? You look like you can do well here on the seas.
Oh, wow, okay. I don't say that out loud.
No, I have not.
And what is it you do?
Fight and protect.
Fight and protect. He does have the type. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
He's not my type.
Very few are his type. No, only those who want nothing but disappointments and depression, scrounging money together. Uban, your payment, please. Otherwise, you can find another shoreline to dock at. This is all I got right now. But I got something big coming up, and if you give me some time, I can certainly pay off the full debt, and we'll be right as rain. Be right as rain. You know, my father did not like you either. That day you came to the village, all those years ago. What was a Corsair doing way out there? I don't know. But I should thank you. You opened my eyes to a life out of that village, but here we are. How the tables have turned. And I am French a fucking game.
I was wondering about that. Like, did one of the Avari go astray?
Have you heard of the Avari?
I didn't realize it until you mentioned it.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to like throw him off it, but I was like,
No,
is this
the
Avari?
the base accent has a lot of French influence, so that is why that happens. And if once you get into a certain cadence of a sentence, once you get into one, it gets very hard to break out of it. So that's the problem. Listen, I can give you what I owe you, and more, because I know it tacked on more when I came back. But trust me, everything will be fine. Alright? When have I ever lied to you? Hopefully never, because you'd be dead.
I like her.
I don't.
Atbim, take the money that is owed to us. I have to say, Uban, some of them look like they might snap in half at the first strong sea breeze out on the ocean. You best be careful, or maybe you'll get somebody else hurt.
home.
I don't believe I've seen you around, but you look like you've been here for quite some time. The rest of them look like they would burn in this heat, but you seem to be handling it well. There's something about you.
Who is she talking to?
Yes, who is she talking to?
Morintar, the one
That's
who's
what I thought.
I maybe just have one of those faces.
Be careful with that around here. One of those faces will get you killed. Or indebted.
I'll keep that in mind.
The Corsair that took the money takes it off to the side, counts it up, leans over to her.
It's all here, Captain Susra. Very good. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you all. Be careful with this one. His ego is fragile. Everyone, we return to the harbor.
If I was a different character, the comments I would make.
As the Corsairs filter out first while she remains there. And as she's the last one aboard the ship, she turns and takes a walk across the plank, which is retrieved, and the hooks are broken off from the side, and the ships begin to pull away from the ship. As they slowly turn and head towards the harbor gate. As there's still some billowing black smoke, but it is beginning to subside within the harbor.
Well, she is kind of a bitch.
I like her.
Told you. Are you fucking kidding me? First you throw me in the drink, and then you go ahead and spout that back at me.
I am honest.
Do I have to teach you some more manners?
I can throw you back in the water.
Let's not start this
No,
again,
no,
Fig.
No. You two knock it the fuck off. We avoided whatever the hell that could have been.
I mean, she was right there, along with 3 ships. Did she go to Shield Isle?
The Black Sails make many runs out there. Whether she makes a run personally, I don't know. But those 3 ships did come in from the Cape just now. Can't rightfully say whether or not that's where they came from. A lot of ocean out there.
By the way, Brian, you have a viewer inspiration for an NPC.
I don't know if I like that.
I thought I worded that, but thank you all.
So you have a big job coming on the horizon, I hear.
We're not through negotiating yet, alright? Don't get ahead of your fucking self. I was posturing, alright? It's not good to show weakness in front of her, believe me. Paid with it once or twice.
To be honest, we only care for one piece of treasure in the tower. The rest of the treasure we find is honestly up for negotiation.
I can't sail this ship on myself. Can you lot hold your own on a boat? Are you willing to take orders? Are you willing to follow them? Are you willing to do things my way?
Or as long as I'm on the boat, I can agree to those terms.
Alright, this one wants a clause amended to the contract, alright.
On land is a different story. But I'd like to think, we're all reasonable. No one else is speaking up. Good. Fig, Cirion, you could take orders from someone who knows how to run a fucking boat, right?
I could take orders, and I'm strong.
If I must.
Wow, alright. Convincing.
Moore is an elder man. And no one tells him what to do. He'll just sort of tag along.
Before we get any further, and I don't know if it was said, but who was that again?
That was Captain Susra.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
She's in charge of the Black Sails. The
Is that
ships
like-
that were out here are merely a fraction of what she commands.
Is there like a line of succession? Like, who replaces her if she's gone?
However, the faction votes for deems worthy. It's a bit of a democratic thing.
Oh, that's very progressive of you.
I'm going to choose to ignore that one.
We're still stuck with kings.
All right. Well, yeah.
Malvhor, you've been doing most of the talking. Give me one more persuasion check.
Bada bing, bada boom. 22.
22.
All right. Okay. All right. This is gonna be a long fucking sail. When are we leaving?
As soon as possible.
No, didn't we say last session we were going to meet back with Ashlyn afterwards or something? Yes. Let's not go back on our word.
We have contacts in the city that we have to meet before we depart. So I do believe the earliest we can depart is tomorrow.
We also need to get rations for the trip, I'm sure, because we are sailing. Or I think it was a week's trip.
3
Was that
days.
what it is? 3 days? Okay.
Yeah.
One way.
Very good. Gives me some time to spruce the place up. How many are gonna be sailing?
Let's count on. There's 5 of us, including Locke.
I think Ashlyn's coming
Yeah,
too.
so-
Was that?
Yeah, so there's going to be 6 of us.
All right. 6 seamen and 1 captain. That's a rightful crew if I've ever seen one.
This is now becoming a pirate campaign. We're going to go find the One Piece.
No. Oh no.
Grab your hats, me hearties, we sail.
I had to do my absolute damnedest not to give Uban that voice. Just go over the top cliche with it.
All right.
Damn it. Just fucking did it.
Got Jeffrey Rush over here.
All right. Now, it's gonna be a 3-day journey. I'm going to need you all to liven the fuck up, alright? I cannot do this in silence for 3 fucking days. Alright? Y'all gonna need to speak a bit more. Let's get to know one another. We're all new, right? We'll do
that
some
him?
icebreakers. We'll sail across. Yeah, what? What'd
Nothing.
you fucking say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything
Fucking
as
speak up,
big.
you got a
I'm
voice.
being a player.
You're on my ship now. You're on my ship now, alright? I'm the captain. You fucking listen to everything I say and do, alright? Don't ask me how you listen to what I do. Fucking do it.
It's like being back in the military again.
No, what I was gonna say was, is this the DM speaking or the NPC?
It's
This
Uban.
is Uban. This is Uban.
It's in voice.
No,
it's Uban.
when you were like, talk to each other and everything, I was like, is he telling us to roleplay more?
No, he's commenting on that when he asked you all, could you do X, Y, and Z?
I know,
Malvhor spoke
yeah.
up.
You say, alright, you're all going to need to liven the fuck up now. Welcome to the crew. We're all family now, alright? We can take a blood pact later, alright? We don't have to do that right now. Let's get everybody on board before we do that. Who's the sixth one that will be joining us?
I mean,
I believe she can introduce herself tomorrow.
I'd like to know who I'm dealing with before I meet them. Name. What do they do? Their specialities.
well,
They sailed. What do we know?
they have a couple names. We know her as Ashlyn, and she is a deft hand and a skilled fighter.
Ashlyn. Sounds like another Gondorian name.
Well, I mean that's where we met her, but I don't think she's not originally from Gondor. I think she is originally from here.
If you say so, well, as long as she follows orders and does what she's told, we should be good. Alright. I'll get the whole ship ready. You all can go back into the town or city or do whatever the fuck you need to do. Once everyone's here, we can shake on it. We can do a rightful blood pact. I expect one of you to at least have one song on this journey, alright? I'm not doing this in fucking silence, alright? You ever been on a trip in complete silence? Awkward as hell, alright?
I come prepared.
Wonderful, alright. Because last thing I want is to bloody go jump into almost bathwater myself. Right, any questions?
No, sir.
Sir, no, sir.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Back
Get the fuck
on,
out of here.
Okay.
back onto our dinghy.
I'm gonna snap off a salute and then go off.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. Go.
Here, as I'm turning away, I was like, "Ooh, one finger salute. I like this guy."
If it just goes.
Give him a nod and Commodore.
Very good. As you all hop back in the dinghy, as you rope ladder your way down.
Yeah, I think so.
And head back into the harbor. What are we doing?
Yep.
Okay. You head back into the harbor through the harbor gates. As you can see, the fire is now decently under control. There are now 3 more ships docked, and a little bit more of a crowd along the docks thanks to those 3 new ships. As you guys make your way over towards one of the docks, hoping not to draw any more attention. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh boy.
Break time.
It's hard being a ruler, but it is good to own land.
Ooh, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
With haste.
I'm a bear.
Pack. We need to
Rise.
leave.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. Look at me bearing around.
Burn! And latch onto you. You take 5 shatter damage.
That's not the hug I wanted. Alright, let's make attacks at him.
Roll them dice.
You missed my birthday, bitch?
Be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Don't be a little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already.
Probably go up on sale tomorrow. A donut! I got it. I lost it. I dropped my donut.
Now, where do they keep mapsies? Regards.
Oh, come on! Oh, well, guess I'll just kill myself.
Talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so
Are we there yet?
I think that way might work.
Are we there yet?
Kevin, you're fired.
Don't have us talk amongst ourselves then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a role-playing game.
Beyond your years, my lady. I really wanted the bird. Someone get me a bird. Someone go on a hunt and get me a bird. Someone get me a bird. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright. Hello?
My queen, a gift from the Southlands.
That's a bird!
You're welcome, my lady. Just know which house gave that to you.
Oh my god. Chat is screaming at you now.
Said the thespian.
Meh. Oh no.
In Lindsayisms.
Audience, meh? Chat, meh? Oh my god.
I think you've lost it.
I need to stop doing things on stream. Adventure.
Now let's take a moment here and listen in to the teams mic'd up.
That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. Fuck you!
We're gonna get a quest from Win. What kind of shady stuff is he involved with?
The fangs of
In my
smog.
younger years, I was a master assassin. I have made lots of enemies.
Kiss
All right, this is a
ass.
send it one.
Yeah, it's ascendant, but it's all about timing and finesse. Not like that, you fuck! Don't you dare, you son of a bitch! Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? I'm just trying to jump to the fucking... I just wanna get up. I just wanna get up to the... Just let me get to the ledge. Just fucking let me get to the ledge. I swear to fucking God. Just let me get to the goddamn... Thank you! God! Talking about that earlier. I found the code.
Well, I want to see where it's hidden.
It was behind the gate.
Like we suspected all along.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Flying duck.
Duck.
Flying duck.
Duck.
Flying duck.
Duck.
Baked potato.
Baked potato.
Baked potato.
Baked potato.
Taking a break.
Duck.
There's a pause button, you know.
Duck.
Just took a bit
Yes.
Those are all the clues I would have used, which is why I got really excited.
She claims that she is of a particular tribe of hobbits. What is that tribe?
Crap. Oh, man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I really gotta start taking notes. I think Brian's doing this. Start making me take notes like this motherfucker. You know what? The Green Tribe.
Incorrect.
Written down.
Okay, fine. I'll start taking more notes. Fuck y'all.
Just like that. Health back. Go back. How is everyone? I'm doing. Why are they back?
You hear something.
Thank God I am half in the tank.
Can you read it?
Yes.
All right, hit me.
Take more than this to stop
Okay,
the
I'm gonna do my
strange
best to describe
brigade.
these. These are hard.
We hope.
Okay, especially because I'm a little tipsy. So the first symbol is a blob with no hat. Does that make sense?
Apparently not.
And just a common tax for the patricians. Sire, no, it's poison! It's poison, you say? Ow.
Take a look at this map. Want a better look? Oh, look at that. Can I jump into this?
Gravity take over, but there's that. How the hell do I get... Oh shit! Oh shit, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it!
I feel like, maybe I shouldn't, but... Every time I use my inspiration, it goes down by 1.
We need to rest in peace.
I'm gonna stop using my inspiration.
Oh, you're asleep on the job! Oh, you fool. You absolute fool. Poor fellow. Well, it'll be really unfortunate if he wakes up. Oh. Oh, uh-huh. Shit. Shit. He's awake. He's awake. He's awake. He's awake. Fuck you. Go back to sleep. Fill out into fur as her whole form begins to shift slowly into one massive adult brown bear. Ooh. Rise, Vigdis Erendil Bjornsdatter.
Oh boy.
And bear the name of your father, Bjorn, as you are now the matriarch of your kin, the protectors of the forest, and those that will hold this land across that. From this moment on, your people will be known as the Bjornings.
Oh shit!
I'm a bear!
I shall stop with you. Shit, you're on your own.
Salutations, listeners. My name is Professor Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. I'm known for being an educator, philanthropist, gentleman, adventurer, researcher, and now a conservationist. I wish to express my concern as of late in regards to the dwindling population of the majestic owlbear. These beautiful creatures are all too often poached and hunted by so-called adventuring parties for resources like hides, arcane focuses, foci, and experience. Here at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation, we are making a difference with our foster and breeding programs by taking in orphaned cubs? No, chicks. Juvenile owlbears. Our volunteers work closely with the owlbears in our care until they are of age and suitable for the reintroduction to the wild. Without our, and potentially your, intervention in this matter, owlbears could very well disappear from our forests. So, how can you help us in our effort in preserving the Aves mammalia? You can get involved in this effort by symbolically adopting one of our owlbear juveniles. Your donation will go straight to their support and care. Take a tour of our facilities and read our various literatures to educate yourself on this wonderful creature. Write to the lord or lady of your land and encourage policies that protect such wildlife. Learn Druidic magic and swear to the safeguard of the wilds and all the creatures that live inside of it, vowing to the defense against the brutal adventuring parties who go hunting for these gentle creatures in such a barbaric manner. And in that vow, you follow an ancient Druidic path that eventually leads you to the spirit of the forest, and they bestow upon you the power to take back the lands that once belonged to the beast and the bird that roam upon this realm. Recycle. Please help us in this noble effort. For more information, please direct all correspondence via a sending spell to the Office of Conservation at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation. For inquiries regarding my research, Adventuring Days, my latest publication, speaking opportunities, private lessons, book club, and knitting circle, please forward your sending spell to the office of Sir Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. The O'Toole Conservation name, logo, and image are all protected licensure and owned by O'Toole Philanthropy. Use of this without the express written consent of Sir Benjamin O'Toole could result in legal action, a failed death save, a gentleman's acknowledgement of a worthy adversary for being outfoxed, and or loss of consortium. Side effects of druidic magic can include uncontrollable vine growth, a sudden fascination of fungi, inability to revert from wild shape, body odor, an acquired taste for good berries, splinters, tanking for the party, depression, and or becoming one with the elements. The O'Toole Conservation is not responsible for anyone being maimed, eaten, killed, or disfigured by anyone attempting to approach owlbears. Please do not contact our officers with liability claims. We will cast silence. We mean it. Casting and speaking with animals within our facilities is strictly prohibited except by authorized personnel. We will take legal action.
And welcome back. Alright, so thank you all for joining us and taking some time out of your Tuesday and time out of your regularly scheduled democracy spreading initiatives across the galaxy.
Yes, indeed.
Very important, but we appreciate you taking your managed time out of your day to spend it with us. So, before we get back into it, Battle Bards! Have you heard me talk about it before? Yes? Good, you get to hear it again. We use Battle Bards as a ambient and immersive soundboard for all of our tabletop needs, for soundscapes, epic music, combat, voiceover scripts, sound effects, the whole gambit. We've even used some dragon sounds for some combat earlier in this campaign. And you can get all the same stuff by getting yourself a BattleBards Prime subscription over at battlebards.com. Get 20% off in-store purchases. You get access to a soundboard, which is actually what we use here on stream, able to mix and match all of your own audio, upload your own stuff if that's something you do. And you can even make multiple playlists and a whole bunch of stuff. You saw, I think, last week's just chatting instead of our campaign, I did show off the soundboard as a little bit of behind the scenes to show how many soundtracks and playlists I actually have going back here during sessions. So some of you are probably way more organized than I am. Mine's a bit of a cluster, but BattleBards.com for all your tabletop needs. Wonderful. Lovely. Tell them we sent you. It doesn't do anything. We just like them to know. All right. So, you all row back into the harbor and dock at an empty pier over by where the one ship was ablaze is for the most part sunk. It's been scuttled, but the flames are going out and it's mostly smoke just now. And that is also where the 3 new ships, where Captain Susra also docked over. So there's now probably about 40-ish Corsairs over in that immediate vicinity.
We can take them.
But you do all make it back into the docks and successfully disembark from your dinghy. Disembark from the dinghy.
Let's
What would we like to do?
And we politely tie it back.
Yeah, of course.
Thieves, come on.
Fig takes deep breaths getting out of the dinghy as she works on not being 3 shades paler than normal.
Seasick.
And then I think we should just make our way back to the Drowned Isle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discreetly.
Yes, let's discreetly go.
It's so overt, it's covert.
Not.
All right, then I am going to need stealth checks from everybody.
Oh.
Oh no.
You can use charisma for social stealth if you choose.
Yeah.
They do have 2 different DCs, but I will keep it in mind.
You have disadvantage.
Damn it! Big, shut up.
What?
I'm using social. I'm gonna roll deception because it's the right stat.
Fuck you,
Actually,
Finn.
yeah, deception's the right stat.
Wait, do we all have disadvantage, or is it just him?
No, it's just
him.
Kevin because of his armor.
Yeah.
You silly Billy.
I'm tired of getting hit by a breeze and pretty much on the verge of death.
Oh
so-
my gosh.
Jesus.
Natural 19 from Locke. Even though it says Dilithan, but it is Locke.
He's been here the whole time and we haven't noticed.
He's the BBEG.
Dude, what if
That's it.
though?
GG. We
What?
lost.
What if though?
All right. So Fig with a 23, 7 from Cirion, 21 from Malvhor, 32 from Locke, and 14 from Morintar. All right.
Well, guys, I got caught. It's been fun. I'm going to the brig.
Duly noted. You all, with your various modes of stealth transportation, either stick to the shadows or try to keep to crowds and keep yourself sort of looking natural to the rest of the goings-ons of society, and begin making your way through the docks and through the alleyways and try and make your way back towards the Drowned Isle. What's everyone's passive perception, by the way?
15.
Mine's 12.
19.
I know Lox is like 20.
Yeah.
19.
19. Where is... Well, Locke's not here. I'll tell him later. Morintar, as you guys move through the harbor, you do spot the 3 ships that came in with Susra.
Mm-hmm.
As they're disembarking a bunch of like cargo, it seems, carrying chests, you notice moving back and forth, but you do see Susra sort of standing on the dockyards, sort of barking orders or just observing as things go about, but you do see sort of curled up on her shoulder is like a deeply orange cat.
A fucking cat.
I just do a little.
Does the cat look familiar?
I do.
You don't see it.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Never mind.
I give a little tooth whistle, just a slight one over to Fig, and just do a little head nod over that way. See anything fluffy?
Does the cat look familiar?
You're too far away.
Damn it! Part of the cat's eye, then, too.
Given my background as just being a Mr. Wizard Man, do I recall through either a history or a lore check anything about a specific orange cat? Other than the one that's my cat at my house, who's a bitch and pisses everywhere.
Oh, we have those too!
You just described our orange cats.
Yeah!
Starting to think it's an orange thing.
It is. They're rude.
Bastards.
Contemplating.
Give me a history.
Contemplating.
Give me a history check.
Wow.
16. You don't recall anything that specifically calls out an orange cat. The cat's eye have employed all sorts of cats. You do know...
So I can suspect a little bit of a relation with that.
Potentially. I mean, the city itself is crawling with stray cats.
Right.
And there's, it's not terribly abnormal for sailors to keep cats around, specifically for
good luck.
rodent problems and good luck. But if I... What did you roll? 16? Specifically around Baruthiel, like where the original whole, if you want to call it like a cult or an organization based is itself off of for like the cat's eye, where the whole thing came from, she had 9 black cats, 1 white cat.
Keep that in mind. I'm not sure it's relevant necessarily to this, but this is a good thing to know.
It is. Sometimes I tell you things that might not be relevant.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. I picked up on that, Mr. GM. I was like, all right, no time.
The old DM sleight of hand.
Oh yes.
But yeah, no, there's nothing specifically that revolves around an orange cat.
No. All I just whisper is, it appears there might be a bit of a feline eye among the Corsairs of the Black Sails. Best be watchful.
More to watch out for.
I see what you did there.
What?
Never mind.
Over Fig's head.
This is my own fault.
This is good. This is good. Comedy.
Only a few of you here are going to get it, but I started recording an audiobook the other night, and the word ledger came up multiple times, and I couldn't contain myself. Every time I saw it, I wanted to go, ledger? Ledger.
I want it. Oh god, it was such a good play.
Carry on.
But now I can't. Now I'm just thinking about.
We're not plugging other shows, they didn't pay us.
But if you'd like
Okay.
us to. Just slide on in there. Alright. Carry on.
Pushing.
But other than that, unless there's any more conversation than that, you do all seem to make it back somewhat safely to the Drowned Isle.
Except for Cirion, who dies. What? Was that too abrupt? I'm sorry.
He dies a watery death in Davy Jones' locker.
No, I just drowned in Olmo's bathwater.
I don't know what's worse.
So we have the disparity of a 7 and a 32. I'm like, good lord.
Hi. Try my best. Just living my life here.
I tried.
But you return.
Die. Are there any cats inside? This is my routine checkup for cats.
Give me a perception check.
What time of day is it?
Afternoon.
Damn it.
Oh, wait, no. No, it's pushing evening.
Can I get my nighttime eyesight thingy?
I mean, you're inside. Does that matter?
Eh. 6.
I was legitimately asking a question. I wasn't countering.
No, I think
Like,
it's.
does it say anything about being outside or not? Yeah, that was legitimately not me being a bitch.
When the moon is high in the sky, hits your eyes like an old pizza pie, and the world is fully revealed in an Argentine glow. No sound escapes your ears as the night speaks to you in the language of the wild. From now on, your sight and hearing are greatly enhanced at night. That's all it says.
It's not night.
Take it. Okay. 6.
That wording relies heavily on the fact that it's like nighttime.
When the moon hits your eyes.
And the way you said the wild, I'm just imagining now yet another spin-off show of Vigdis, Call of the Wild. Where she has a nature documentary and it's just her going, "This is a squirrel."
It's it's Benjamin O'Toole narrating though.
No, but it's her show. 6. You see no cats.
That's great. I'm done now.
Masters of stealth, no cats.
Damn it, cats.
Cat whisperer.
Exactly. You get it. I'm gonna go back to the secret meeting room where we met with Ashlyn.
Okay. You head on down, and you go down the stairs and through the door, and the sort of like the light from upstairs sort of begins to filter in, and the dust like falls from like the bit of the rafters and support beams. You don't see anyone immediately there. The other two appear to still be out.
I have nothing planned. I'm just gonna wait here.
Okay. The rest of you?
I don't know. I think I'll wait with Malvhor also.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll join.
Sorry, just making sure I understood what happened with Malvor's thing. Were you seeking out Ashlyn and then didn't find her and then we're just chilling, or were we just twiddling thumbs?
I think we're all meeting up back here. And Ashlyn and Dilithan just aren't back yet. And I have nothing more on my agenda to do until we meet with them again.
This is where the hideout is, right? I want to say I'm in the right place.
It's where you guys have had your meetings, or your
Yes,
one meeting so far. Your one meeting so far.
Well, sure, but Ashlyn and Dilithan and I having our kind of space was here.
Yep.
All right, then. Knowing I have something else on my mind, but I'm going to say I'm going to go hack some more pipeweed and find a few more other sundries that we can take on the trip. I'll see you all in a bit, and I head downstairs.
Downstairs, where everyone else is.
I thought that was the room. Oh, I guess we're all in that same
Yeah,
space.
we're all in the hideout.
I'm just making sure I understood what's going on.
I thought they were all just chilling at the bar.
No.
I went to the hideout. Everyone else followed.
I was like, I heard that's amore, and I was like, oh, I guess everybody's singing a song.
That's amore.
So, all right. Well, I guess I'm joining you all down there, and I'm packing some of those sundries.
Okay, so just waiting around to see for when Dilithan and Ashlyn return.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Would this count as a short rest?
Sure.
Yay!
Yay, hit dice.
Hit.
Boo, hit dice.
Haha! Success.
Fucking hit dice.
Turn down the ambience that you're in the basement.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Yikes.
Why not? Let's just keep going. The show goes on.
By the way, Campfire Tales, everyone gets an extra 1d8 healing on a short rest.
13.
Yeah, cool. There. There we go. Well, whatever. Take it. Every little bit counts.
It can indeed. That could be the difference between life and death, that one.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes.
Got your jaw hanging by one other side of your mandible, and then just like, hey, I'm alive.
Okay.
I'm good. The Wow, a D12 for hit dice.
I'm a slayer.
Goodness gracious.
Yes.
Oh,
You still rolling hit die?
No, I'm done.
I'm
That just
done.
put me back at full.
I'm done.
I'm done for now.
Okay, doctor. Alright. You guys hang out beneath the tavern.
Fig's just poking more at the bolt wound in her.
I'm sure that feels real good.
I mean, she's gone through worse. She's fine.
Oh god.
Gross.
You guys hang out under the tavern for a while. You do see through the sort of the hatch doorway that leads out to the alley that you came in through shortly after the scuffle at the dockyard. That you can see the shadows from the light slowly begin to fade as the sun dips into the west. And eventually the sun sets fully and night falls. You're down there for probably about hour and a half. until you hear some movement outside that door, and the wooden hatch sort of creaks open, and you hear the conversation voices of back and forth between Ashlyn and Dilithan as they come back down. Look, all I'm going to say is that you don't have to lead the man on if I were just going to pickpocket the gentleman. Look, I'm sorry. He had a wonderful voice that I wanted to hear, and it was good enough to do a distraction. Is that so wrong? Whatever, Dill, whatever. It's fine. Oh, you're all back.
Yes, we are. We've had
I trust you were... You've had a...
fruitful negotiation with Captain Uban.
Lovely. So what is the situation?
He will provide us transportation to the island. While we're on his ship, though, we have to listen to him. He's in charge. And he doesn't have a crew, so we have to act as his crew to get to and from the island. He's really worried about this putting a mark on his back by helping us, because we're gonna mess around with the black sails. We'll be hurting the black sails a bit, and he doesn't mind that. He's just worried about somebody named Kuma being sent after him. But
you see her sort of like jerk back ever so slightly and like blink a bit. Huh.
You know of Kuma?
No, I don't.
Apparently Kuma's some Haradrim assassin. Answers directly to Harakar.
Well, it's not best to have one of those on our back.
Anyway, the plan is also to have you come along with us, Ashlyn, because I think your skills will be handy to have on the island.
I'm inclined to agree.
We're thinking of departing tomorrow. Gives us some time to prepare. And you know, personally, I know you killed some of Captain Uban's crew. We also killed some of Captain Uban's crew. But I think setting up Captain Uban to be helping Captain Uban to really take on the Black Sails, a little proxy war, if you will, would be very beneficial. So I think we should just, as long as Captain Uban doesn't do anything super against our morals, I think we should be inclined to help him where we can, because having an ally like him with a ship, I think is going to be important to maintain in the future. We did not tell him you were specifically the Hellion. We told him we knew who the Hellion was, but we did not tell him it was you. We told him you were Ashlyn.
Well, that is true.
It is. If you want to break the news that you're the Hellion to him at all, that's on you.
That is true. Dilithan sort of looks at her. Ashlyn? I very well much prefer Nifa, but whatever.
Yeah, we met her as Ashlyn.
Nifa just has a better ring to it. It's a beautiful Haradrim name. Ashlyn, of course, from my understanding, is your Gondorian name given to you by my grandfather, yes. But Haradrim is culturally and heretically what I am.
If you want us to call you Nifa, that's easy enough. We can do that.
You call me what you want. And if I don't like it, you'll find an arrow in your back.
Oh, Captain Uban shot Fig with an arrow in the front. a bolt to the front.
I'm fine.
That was
So
fun.
negotiations went well.
They
I
did.
threw him in the water.
That was how negotiations started.
You might as well have just drowned them.
It almost came to
Wouldn't be
that.
one.
He
It
was
wouldn't
pretty
have been
drunk.
a big loss. It really wouldn't have been a big loss. There's plenty of sailors around here, and some just dumb enough to take on a mission like this.
Captain Uban being one of them.
I sense he's probably got a bit more than that going for him. He's smarter than he looks, though he ceased to be a threat after half his crew was killed by me. The other half were either killed by the Black Sails or defected to the Black Sails.
Hey, we
So I
killed-
had no meat.
We killed a handful in Pelagia.
Did you?
Yeah,
You
we
found them all
killed-
the way up in Pelagia.
We killed everyone he brought with him into Pelagia. Into the city itself. He was the only survivor of that fight. Him and Rattle.
Fortuitous.
Yeah, we figured it'd be nice. We figured at the time it'd be helpful to have someone who kind of knew us and sort of kind of owed us a favor. Still alive in Umbar.
Well. Can't choose your friends sometimes, I suppose.
No, you can't. But we have a boat. That's what matters. We go
do
out tomorrow,
indeed.
and I do expect Captain Uban's gonna ask for some sort of payment, but you know he didn't agree to that beforehand, so we'll deal with that later.
Hopefully the 5 silver I gave him could be somewhat of a down payment.
That was to help with Susra.
Yes, and imagine if he didn't have that.
Fair point.
We will
He might
see.
he might be hanging from her mast as we speak, so maybe the silver helped.
I wouldn't mind taking Susra down a peg, but that's not an objective. It's just a personal goal.
Any particular reason for that?
Only if we cross paths with her.
Well, I think if we could protect our friend there, dear Captain Uban, that would be beneficial for all parties involved. And I think if we can create some sort of stir between the Black Sails and the Haradrim, it might benefit us. That's a secondary objective, I would imagine.
Well, don't go out of your way to help a man like Uban. They're cut from the same cloth.
Agreed.
And knocking Susra down a peg, as fun as that may be, don't get me wrong. It sounds like we all have more important things to go than get squabbled up at a Corsair war.
We do.
We do.
Well, I guess it's our turn. Do you want to go first, Dill, or me? I suppose I shall. We've been hard at work while you guys were away, trying to dig up any bit of information we could on what you're looking for. Namely, the imprisoned, hopefully imprisoned, and not painfully murdered in the streets. Captain Bardor, I believe is who you're looking for, came here with a entourage of Pelagon Marines. Yes, so we established that there has been some rumors that a handful of Pelagon Marines were captured and sent east into the Harad Waith, and some were shipped off into the Shield Isles. Bad news first. Really? I'm gonna set the tone. Bad news first. Are you all ready? All ready?
Yeah.
Those are both true.
So he could be in either location.
He could be in either location, or worse news, he could be dead. Just saying. There's no evidence that he lived. We do know Pelagon Marines were killed while here in a scuffle. I might have killed a few inadvertently. She might have killed a few inadvertently.
It happens.
Now we need like a photo of him just going, "Have you seen this man?
We have
Did you kill this man?"
We have no evidence, no records of names of the prisoners. We know 3 were shipped to the Shield Isles, and 6 were sent into the Harald Waith. This is the only bit of records we were able to recover through some silver tonguing that did not come out right, but not entirely inaccurate. You just see Ashlyn just sort of like roll her eyes.
Which one might be a more likely place for a captain? A captured captain.
Well, that is entirely depending on what the purposes of their trade were. Is this Captain Bardor a strapping fellow?
Yeah.
I think everyone agrees, yes.
A little bit.
Okay. The Pelican Marines, from the times that I've known them in my time in Pelagia, very rough, very coarse individuals. The Athelian Rangers are a cut of a different cloth, so they have a bit more value to them. They seemingly know more, especially the outer defenses of the Gondorian border. If that is value in that, then he could very well have ended up in the Shield Isles. If they see more value in his physical strength, they would have sent him to the Harald Waith.
I think it comes down to, we're going to rescue whoever's at the Shield Isle. I don't think we have the means to rescue the one sent to the Harald Wraith. Because they could be anywhere in the desert.
Well, yes. They could, in theory, be anywhere, but odds are, based on who we talked to and the trades that were executed, they are most likely in the main city of Haraker's tribe.
Oh.
That would at least be a starting point if it's crucial.
And where is that?
That was not on my list to get.
That's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. First on our agenda is Shield Isle, and we'll reconvene when we finish that up.
One mission at a time.
And that brings us to Nifa. Thank you, Dill. Now, I won't be as flowery as him, but we were also able to pickpocket a Corsair within the bazaar. Let me rephrase. We pickpocketed several. Only one of them had what we were looking for, which was a map of the Shield Isles themselves. It's basically an archipelago. The map itself doesn't have too many details on it, other than the fact that we can assume that there's a heavy presence there. There's their farming for the coffee beans and other luxury trade items, and the main fortification, if not the entirety of the main island itself, under fortification. And you can see that as she pulls out a parchment and unfurls it on a barrel in front of you all, which I just dropped in chat here because I can't use it in Roll20.
Oh.
So, it's nothing special for you, Matt. It's just literally an archipelago, and the islands are just named. That's all it shows.
Okay.
So it's nothing crazy. But you can reference it off stream for now. There's a few places we can dock, depending on how we wish to infiltrate. I don't know if we even choose to dock. I'll leave the planning stages up to you. But the larger island in the south is probably the strongest concentration of forces. We weren't able to get any sort of information on what is there, who is there, and how many. But we do know that there are non-Corsairs there for the purposes of farming the spices and the trade goods that are there, and some semblance of military force from the fortifications. And of course the correspondence I pulled off earlier today that you also graciously came to my rescue. Only time we're going to say that we do know that a particular individual known as Rador
has at least been present there. We do not know if he's currently there, but we know he has been visiting.
And that's our whole reason for going, is because he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on the value of the prisoners, they'll either be in the main fortification, or they might have just been sent out to the fields to work. Being on an island that's basically a prison in and of itself, you don't have to worry about anyone running away unless they're just going to drown. So they could be tilling the fields, picking the coffee beans, or they could be held up in the fortification somewhere.
If we really wanted to be assholes, we could set the coffee fields ablaze.
Smell pretty good.
I'm all for being an asshole to them.
Just a thought. And that actually might prove to be a great distraction.
For what reason?
What, the distraction?
No, burning the...
I mean, it was just a thought of a way to just mess with them that just jumped in my head, an intrusive thought, if you will. But it could also serve as a good distraction the more I think of it.
It could.
Just an idea. We don't have to do it.
Eyes off us, not be a bad idea.
I can hit a target at 200 yards with a flaming arrow easily.
Magic.
Is that a personal record?
That's a record with my eyes closed.
God, you're awesome. Okay, eyes open. How far do we go?
Depends on the bow.
We
don't need to get into pissing contest, Cirion.
Is that a pissing contest? I'm just curious.
Some things are better left unsaid. I'm a woman of action. And I have been causing a lot of action around here lately, so maybe it's best that I leave the city for a bit, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's like a vacation for you.
Oh, and a new opportunity to fuck with them? Especially if there's any black sails there.
We might find quite a few.
Lovely. How many arrows should I bring?
All of them.
All of them. Dill, behind you. Oh. Dillathan sort of reach backs behind a few crates, pulls out two quivers of 60 arrows each. Here you go.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's what I like to see.
And that's back there, please, too. Oh, sure. Reaches back, he pulls out a sort of tribal-looking short bow, which is different than the one she normally uses. She usually has like a long bow on her, but the short bow, you actually see fur sort of wrapped around the limbs near the edges of where the strings actually connect, or not connect, would actually hit up against the limbs. Wonderful. This will make them harder to hear me. I'm honestly excited.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Now we just gotta prepare, rest up. We ship off tomorrow.
Good. So, 2-3 day journey with a Captain Uban at the helm. Should be fairly tame. I don't expect anything, but we should be ready regardless. I mean, Corsairs be Corsairs. Once you're out on the seas, it's pretty much a free-for-all.
Yeah. If we run into problem on the seas, like, if anyone tries to board us, we'll kill. We're all skilled fighters here. Some of us more so than others. I'm not worried about threats from Corsairs. I'm more worried about threats from the ocean itself than anything.
Oh, so they say the sea is a harsh mistress, and I'm worried about that, as well as maybe other captains we may run into.
The sea's only a harsh mistress because men keep trying to tame her.
Yeah.
Me, no. But yes, point taken.
So what's the plan?
Are we still trying reconnaissance first?
When we get there, I feel like that's the best option.
Bless
At
you.
least-
Nah, it's not happening.
Damn. Worst
I thought you were talking
feeling
to me
ever.
for a second, and I was like, "Thank you."
Bless you too, Kev.
Yeah,
Burns.
if we can get a place, if we can get set up in a spot so you can do some reconnaissance, that'd be great.
To at least get a further idea of the fortifications on the main island.
Yeah.
Well, the way everyone talks about it around here, the island itself is the fortification. I mean, there's a main one. There's a keep with some walls, but
So we
there's
should be able
probably
to
a
find
decent
some.
garrison.
We should be able to find some shore that we should hopefully be able to set up a very small hidden camp on the shore or close to it, so we can do some reconnaissance on the keep before we actually go in. That's what I think we should do. Just instead of docking at the official dock, we anchor close to the shore, away from as many eyes as we can possibly be away from, and then we do reconnaissance and go from there.
Can
Maybe
everyone
scout.
swim?
I think if I wear this armor, I'll probably sink. But yes. Guess I'll just kick harder.
I assume we want to do this at night.
Ideally,
Probably
I don't
the
know
best
how
time.
much control we have when we arrive. But
When we
ideally,
arrive, we could probably stay on the boat till probably
Nightfall.
twilight, and then
we'd have
start
to.
ma-
Yeah, we'd have to be careful of patrols, but I think that'd be doable.
Yeah, we'll like wait till twilight so we could have light to see where we're going, see the camp, and then we can make a plan. By that time, maybe nightfall rolls around, or the way we talk, probably sunrise.
If we do the night, if we do the night, I can still use the spirit bear to help then, if necessary.
Sounds like a plan.
I think we all agree and made a plan quickly for once.
Spirit bear.
Yeah.
Spirit bear.
Spirit bear.
I think we got a good distraction lined up too, but I want to get, if we can, I want to get Spirit Bear reconnaissance done before we cause any sort of distraction.
I would prefer not to set nature on fire, but at the same time, I do understand.
Think of it this way: it's not nature. It's because it's a farm. It's not like it's wild land. It's people exploiting nature for their own gain. By destroying it, we could potentially let nature reclaim it.
Fig's face like literally scrunches in deep thought.
She's trying to
Because
connect
now
the
she's
dots.
like thinking too.
I just think of that Fry meme from Futurama. Just
Yeah, she's just like, what? I see your point, but
Do the
We will
ends
s-
justify
we will see-
the means?
nature is still nature, but we will see what happens.
Okay, so tomorrow we buy some supplies and we go meet Uban on his boat, his ship.
Okie dokies.
Is there anything you wish me to do while I'm left behind here, and you all go have your wonderful seafaring journey.
Keep your ear to the ground, see if you can find anything out in general, but if you can also find anything about this ancient bard that's linked to the Silmaril, that'd be fantastic.
I will see what I can turn up with. And one of you, please keep a journal on this journey. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stories. I would love to recount them when you return. A ballad, a sea shanty, perhaps. I haven't had a hand at that. Maybe I'll take some time. Huh.
It sounds like a request coming my way. How do I write a sea shanty?
It's probably easier than how Tolkien wrote his poems.
Meh.
Yeah.
Preference, matter of preference, I guess. All right. Well, sounds like at dawn we sail. Maybe. At dawn we shop. Then we sail.
There's doorbusters at dawn, guys.
Oh no, stop. That gave me retail flashbacks. I don't care for it.
Okay. Is there anything you guys wish to do before the evening closes out?
I'd like to die.
Right.
I'm just.
Oh my.
That was just a joke. That was just a joke.
A strong gust of Manway's wind blows in as an eagle swoops in and its talons dive into you. Wish granted.
I want to do another check for cats before going to bed.
This is Fig's check for monsters under the bed.
I'm a little paranoid. Yeah.
Meow.
First it was Thea with the bird.
Give me an investigation check as you search specifically in a immediate area.
No.
17. There are no cats.
I don't like that anymore. Okay.
What, do you expect a cat encounter every session now?
Yes.
Oh, well.
The fact when there aren't cats, it's like, where are they? Like when you have cats in your house, but they're hiding and you're like, what did they do?
Fig's going to, like, hear the faintest sound in the middle of the night and shoot straight up. Be like, get away from that.
Okay, nope, I'll just rest up, go to bed.
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
Nope.
Go ahead, Malvhor. I'll go last.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
I stay up a little longer. I'm assuming everyone's left the room, or at least that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But
Yeah, I'm going to assume if you're going to bed, you guys are returning to the Oasis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was my assumption. So they pretty much left the Drowned Isle. So unless you can stay behind if you choose to.
I will stay behind, set up a sort of place to lie back, and perform a ritual of sorts via the language of Quenya that I will whisper to the god of this realm. No, to the Valar in question.
Okay. I see it. Let me switch some stuff up here. Okay. I would like everyone to deafen up, please.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. So we're doing
That
this.
way we don't have to send smoke signals.
Yeah.
All right, so you, after your companions leave for the evening, sort of stay behind and take a moment and sort of sit down on the ground, smoking your pipe. It sort of ever so often sort of illuminates the area in the dim light of the night, and you utter forth your question in Quenya, or your statement in Quenya, whatever you're going to say.
But I ask Ulmo, the god of the Valar of the Sea. I'm seeking the knowledge of our expedition, and if we can expect to find what I've been seeking. I fully expect a riddle.
I mean, that would be on the nose. That would be.
Yeah.
You utter forth the words in Quenya, and they sort of like silently echo in the room, where they don't sort of venture beyond your immediate vicinity, but you can just hear them sort of reverberate and eventually just sort of die off. And the room gets unnaturally dark, with the only light coming from your pipe.
You have been away from Valinor a long time, Morintar.
I have.
You're weary from this fight, but one day it will end. In the times of Melkor, much of our dominion shrank. That which lurks beneath the waves now is beyond my vision. It is a treacherous place to tread. That which you seek lays upon your path, though it may not arrive in the manner in which you think.
I understand. Thank you, Ulmo.
Stay the course, Mordentar. I fear we will lose many in the days to come.
The light slowly begins to return. And you're left in the silence and your thoughts.
I take a drag on the pipe one more time. And just shake my head, knowing that there could be great tragedy. I just don't know what. I'd say my mind races, and I breathe, I pray to find calm, and I get up and seek a place to sleep.
You head out into the night and return to wherever you find some sort of safety to rest for the night. Letting them all know they can come back, see if they pay attention. Lindsay's not even looking at me.
Friends. She's deafened, so she can't hear.
That's why I was doing thumbs up, and I was like, she's not looking at me. What do I do?
I heard you through the wall.
I know, I told you to come back.
Oh, sorry.
You all return to your places of rest as the night waxes on. Prepare yourself for the next leg of your journey to come in the morning. Set sail upon the seas and head west for the Shield Isles in the hopes to find maybe an old friend, or at least the next breadcrumb upon your journey to get ahead of the enemy for once. And that's where we're going down tonight.
We got a boat!
We got a boat, and it's going fast, and...
So, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the breaks. Life happens. It is what it is. We'll do our best to substitute things in when we can, but otherwise, things are going on. We might drop every now and again. We'll try do our best to keep you all abreast of schedules while we can. And as always, we appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all next week. Have a good night and stay proficient.
Ow, I'm starting to get a bruise from doing that.